Traditional banks and cryptocurrency are both going through big changes, and it's all because of one asset, XRP. This change is going on right now. There is a general belief that Bitcoin projects are very risky. Still, BlackRock, the biggest asset management company in the world, just recently shared an internal valuation method that could change the way XRP and maybe even the whole cryptocurrency community moves forward. The model that was found to be missing says that BlackRock's quantitative team has set a ridiculous price goal of $10,000 for XRP. This is not only not a price goal that seems too good to be true, it is also not a guess made by an influential person. This is an algorithmic prediction based on data and driven by AI and predictions of market liquidity around the world. The BlackRock doesn't make predictions like this without a good reason to do so. They are in charge of more than 10 trillion in assets. Their model shows results that are nothing short of spectacular. In order to handle the liquidity that will soon be available at the institutional and sovereign level, XRP will need to hit $10,000. Let's take a look at what this really means, though. Some people might think that the idea that XRP could reach $10,000 is just a far-fetched dream at first. XRP has never been worth even close to $2 since it was first created. That being said, how can we understand the choice to set such a high goal? The moods of the Bitcoin market or the thoughts of people who have a lot of followers are not what this is based on. On the other hand, it takes into account the huge and growing demand from institutions, the fact that central banks use digital currencies, and the trend toward tokenizing global financial systems. XRP is seen as more than just a coin by many. They think it will be a very important bridge currency that will make it easier for money and assets to move between countries, banks, and financial institutions in a way that the current systems can't. The results of the study put out by BlackRock's secret quant team can be seen easily. Among other things, the model looks at how many financial institutions, sovereign countries, and even central banks have adopted the XRP ledger. This information is used to project that XRP will reach $10,000. Artificial intelligence and analytics experts at BlackRock have decided that digital currencies will eventually replace fiat money. This will make the global liquidity pools that are used for foreign payments much bigger. In the payment layer, this means that there will be a big rise in the demand for XRP. There is BlackRock. There are high hopes that XRP will grow into something more than just a coin. It will also be the norm for doing business across borders in the future. The fee needs to go up to $10,000 so that this system can keep running. The fact that this number is more than just a guess makes it even more important that it was leaked. This is how BlackRock runs its business when it comes to money. It uses machine learning algorithms and a huge amount of big data to guess how prices will change over a long period of time. It's not true that they made up a number. The story says that the $10,000 amount is not a guess. It's the price at which XRP needs to be in order to handle all the trades between governments and institutions that are expected to happen in the future. We should look into the reasons behind such a huge price prediction. Cryptocurrency has become an important part of doing business across borders. More and more, it's clear that standard financial systems aren't working as well as they used to as the world moves toward a digital-first economy. Not ready to meet the future's standards for keeping the world's money flowing. Let us talk about XRP, shall we? An increasing number of banks around the world have already started to use it to send money to other countries. To be honest, though, this is only the beginning. More and more states and central banks are going to issue digital currencies for central banks. These are often called CBDCs. This means that there will be a greater need for a way that is very fast, not centralized, and works with these money units. It would be great if the cryptocurrency XRP could be used as a bridge currency to make it easier to move money between digital assets, regular currencies, and CBDCs. BlackRock thinks that the price of XRP needs to hit $10,000 so that an institutional market can pay for the network to work on a large scale. This is what BlackRock thinks. According to BlackRock, the plan is based on the idea that digital currency will become the norm in the future and that XRP will most likely play a big part in that. That being said, Why should we believe what BlackRock says? Well, for starters, BlackRock doesn't mess around with its models. People shouldn't use these tools to have fun or guess what they are. They use them to help them make very important choices about investments. Taking into account how these plans turned out, they give out billions of dollars. BlackRock's AI doesn't just think that the price of XRP will hit $10,000 because the numbers make sense. The BlackRock is setting itself up to benefit from the growth of cryptocurrencies. Indications of trust in the future of XRP are strong at this point. To put it simply, this is not just a price prediction. More accurately, it is a plan for smart investing that comes from the world's most successful asset manager. Now that we've taken a step back, let's look at how big buyers and sovereign wealth funds see the Bitcoin market. Many people have been thinking about getting digital cameras for a long time. For investments like Bitcoin and Ethereum to be risky and based on speculation. But things have changed. Though blockchain technology and tokenization are still shaking up big companies, more and more of them are starting to pay attention. For example, BlackRock, an investment company, has been looking into different ways to tokenize traditional assets and use digital currency in their investment strategies. They are no longer just interested in Bitcoin when it comes to cryptocurrencies. This has to do with figuring out how digital assets like XRP can function to build the foundation for how money will work in the future. They think that the price of XRP needs to go up so that it can handle all the trades that are going to happen around the world. That thing costs $10,000 according to BlackRock. What does $10,000 really mean? Let's talk about it. It shows, among other things, that the Bitcoin market is getting older. Cryptocurrency is no longer just a small part of the business world. Instead, it is quickly becoming an important part of the global system of money. When it first came out, XRP was just another type of coin. Right now, it's being marketed as a useful tool for raising money around the world. Because the number of institutions using BlackRock continues to rise, the company has set a goal of $10,000 to represent this trend. XRP will continue to become more important as a way to send money between countries. This will cause more people to want to buy it, which will cause the price to go up. It is not hard to understand what caused this amount of money. The growing use of CBDCs, the global trend toward tokenization, and the important role that XRP plays in allowing international transactions are all things that are causing this trend. More and more banks and sovereign nations are using XRP as a settlement layer. This means that the price of XRP will need to be able to properly reflect the huge amount of cash that these markets will need. BlackRock has come up with a plan that says $10,000